booties for black girl nerds.
What can you say about some of the comic book parallels we'll see versus the creative liberties you had in the process?
I would say we took like little elements from all the runs, really cherry picked, like maybe a character here, maybe like the beginning of an incident there, a villain over there, but really like almost all of the story is very original.
And this is a very heavily comedy flavored
Yes.
Marvel series that we're getting. What were some of the challenges you faced in bringing that to life?
The balance of, the typical feel of a Marvel show, which is, there's this kind of seasonal arc, there's some sort of underlying plot, sense of danger and building tension. It was very tricky to try to balance that with, okay, and also let's just have fun and everyone's really silly,
Well, thank you, Jessica. Thank you.
Hi.
So we haven't seen this level of girl power
Yeah.
series in, forever.
It's the
What
best.
was that like on set for you guys?
It's honestly, it's a lot of really sweet cast members buying each other gifts every day. It's kind of ridiculous. We're always buying each other treats and leaving little donuts in each other's room or stupid little pieces of jewelry or more She-Hulk swag and comic books. But it's cool. What I love about She-Hulk in particular is I know that there's a lot of new female, characters in the MCU, but She-Hulk blasts herself as the lead of this show. You know what I mean? And then Mark is her cousin, and we love Mark Ruffalo and we love the Hulk. But it's not like he's bringing her along and passing the baton. In some ways he is, but it's just no. There's She-Hulk, and then there's our cousin, Mark. And Mark is such a love that he feels like that type of familial vibe on set, and he comes in and plays. But it's just rad, and Tatiana's a good leader. I think about the weight of. I did a charity with, I'll shut up, I swear, my publicist is but I did a charity with Paul Rudd the other day, and I realized how, the weight of just how much power and influence you can have as a Marvel actor. You know what I mean? We're at hospitals together. They don't know who I am, but they know who Ant-Man is. And I'm like, oh, that's so important. And I'm so glad that someone who has that power is Tatiana Maslany, because she's on the right side of history for everything. So it makes me very happy.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, last question.
Yeah.
As you are taking on this big series, Marvel, what were some of your thoughts in the beginning?
They were selfish thoughts. Can I improvise and do whatever I want? And they let me. And can I don't know, do my own makeup? But it was mostly how can I be really funny in this world, and how can I be a character that we haven't seen before? There's a lot of friends, there's a lot of non-super characters in the Marvelverse, and I just wanted Nikki to be so special, you know what I mean? So I did everything I could to give her as much of a dynamic life and a messy life and all these things as I could, Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And for the people. So it really, being here at Comic-Con today and being able to share something that we've been working on for so long with the people who love it is really exciting.
That's awesome. So as we bring She-Hulk to life, what were some of your challenges in just bringing Marvel and comic books and the fans all into it?
The biggest challenge came way before we started shooting, and it was who is going to play She-Hulk. Who can embody this every woman, relatable, normal person in her 30s, but also be a giant Hulk who takes all the attention when she walks into the room. And so once we cast Tatiana, it really felt like smooth sailing.
Can you talk about some of the importance or thoughts you had about, representation in front and behind the camera?
Absolutely. It's so exciting to be a part of a project that feels like it's really looking through the female lens. And we hear that phrase a lot, and I would say this show really does look at a genre that has historically been male and see it in a different way.
Thank you so much.
Good. Are you guys having a good time? This is crazy. It's wild.
So, Marvel, how did you even?
So crazy.
How did you even?
Well, oh my God, I love this. And so, truly, I just feel so honored to be a small part of this huge universe. and to be able to like walk alongside Jen Walters and She-Hulk is like, it was so much fun. And so I think like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I never thought I would get to direct on this show. So to be able to do it for even like a few episodes, I was like, sign me up, sounds great. I'll do that.
So what resources did you pull from to kind of bring She-Hulk, the best version of She-Hulk, to life?
Yeah, I mean, I read a lot of the comics. I grew up reading like The Incredible Hulk, and then I did the deep dive into She-Hulk, and like so I was reading the comics and then watching all different sorts of movies because I didn't want to be derivative of like one thing, you know. And so it was just a lot of like taking in and even like reading different books and just trying to think about like how Jen moves through the world was like always on my mind. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Have a great time.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerds. Better shake your booties for black girl nerds.